Now, we're going to start Manhwa Part 3, let's start then. Siren rings all over the city, and announcement comes, dungeon break at the Korea University of Arts. We request all civilians within the area to promptly evacuate. At same time, some people wearing military uniform comes in, and one soldier with cigarette in his mouth says with frustration, "Damn it, people are dying, but all we can do is stand by and watch. When is the hunter sent by the Hunter Association arriving?" Other soldier tells, "It seems it's taking some time to assign a hunter of rank B or above." He asks, "B rank, didn't they say this gate is D rank?" Soldier tells, "Well, the association is taking into consideration the fact that the hunters were infected." He looks at the hunter list that went in the gate, and asks, could it be that a C rank hunter was infected? And he sees the name, Kim Jongsu, position, tank, rank C, and scene shifts to that mist-burn monster holding its sword and walking towards Suho. And Suho curses at that monster. What the hell, did it jump here from a lower floor? And system shows, C rank awakened mist-burn. Suho thinks, a C rank mist-burn? Seeing how it even has a weapon, it's definitely different from previous mist-burn. But I leveled up a moment ago, could I stand a chance? Before he completely readies himself, that mist-burn swings its sword at him, and he narrowly dodges it. Because of that sword swing, the room got destroyed, and it even leaves a mark on the wall. Suho gets shocked, seeing the power of that sword swing, and thinks, this is insane. That mist-burn just smiles at him, and readies its sword, and tries to attack, but he throws fire extinguisher at the monster. That fire extinguisher got slices into two, and Suho jumps aside. That fire extinguisher releases all the smoke in it, and fills whole room. Suho tries to escape, and thinks, there's no way I can face a monster like this. So there's a reason for awakeners being split into ranks. When will the hunters get here? If I can just hold out until another hunter arrives. While he's running, that mist-burn comes out of the room and looks at him, and smiles. It turns its head up. Sung Suho sees that odd behavior, and thinks, no way, that mist-burn is looking at the three girls on the rooftop. And they also get chills from that look. That mist-burn jumps and ready its sword to attack the girls. Suho sees the whole scene and gets horrified. That mist-burn kills the three girls with single attack, and Suho grits his teeth and looks at that mist-burn with angry eyes, and jumps toward the rooftop while thinking, damn it all, there is no time to wait for a hunter. He readies himself in a position, and kicks the back of mist-burn neck, and thinks, I need to stop this guy, but that monster feels nothing, only just smiles, and swing its sword at him. Suho dodges it, and thinks, even a single hit from him will kill me, but I can't let him run loose. Suho charges at that mist-burn. That mist-burn also comes at him with sword. Suho hits its stomach continuously, also avoiding its sword attacks, and he once again readies himself and hits that mist-burn continuously without giving a chance to fight back. And lastly he grabs its head and kicks in the face with his knee, but that mist-burn also hits him in the stomach with sword. Suho coughs of the mouth full of blood. Without giving a gap, it kicks him in the stomach and sent him flying to the wall. Suho coughs up more blood from his mouth. That mist-burn walks towards him, and system notice shows, HP 1, out of 140. He thinks, 1, I lucked out. He grabs his chest and says, the system must not want me to fall yet. That mist-burn just grins at him. Suddenly a crack shows in the mid-air. Suho also gets up and ready to fight. Also that crack becomes little larger, at the same time that mist-burn launches itself at Suho. System also notice shows fatigue, 99. Suho curses himself, damn it, and falls on the ground. At the same time that crack became even larger, and breaks like mirror. In it a black thing flies out and it's look like an ant-human. Same time, that mist-burn tries to kill Suho with its sword, but suddenly that thing comes at lightning speed and slices of mist-burn hands. Suho sees and thinks, an ant, and falls unconscious. That ant lifts its hand, and releases some green-like energy, and says, no, all because I was late, and tries to heal him. That mist-burn still smiles at Suho, and that ant releases its violent energy, and says, you guys must be the lowly pests that dared to harm his highness. With single hit from the ant, that mist-burn upper body turned into smithereens. Other side, a mist-burn sees and tries to attack the instructor, and he gets horrified and calls for help. Before he can ask, that mist-burn sliced into pieces, and its head is sent flying. Also other mist-burns all sliced into pieces. With single attack from the ant, and lightning speed it kills all the mist-burns in the area. Mist-burn monsters don't even has the chance to see what's attacking them, because of its speed force it left behind, is enough to shatter the building windows, and that shockwave spreads all over the city. Even the soldiers also get shocked. After killing all the mist-burns, it comes in front of Sung Suho, and kneels down and says, "It has been a while, young monarch." A kid is drawing an ant picture, and around him other drawings as well, and that kid looks up and sees a large foot, and there's an ant is wearing apron comes and takes the drawing paper and asks, "Young monarch, are you drawing me?" and cries with happiness, and says, "This Beru is touched." Suho opens his eyes, and gets confused seeing where he is in, and says, "An ant." After that, in the hospital, someone shouts on the phone, "Suho, what happened out of the blue? You're not gravely injured, are you? This won't do. The world is in such a disarray. So, I'll get you a few awakened bodyguards." Suho tells, "I'm fine uncle," and thinks, "When I opened my eyes, 2 days had passed since that day." While is thinking, someone on the news tells, regarding the incident at the Korea University of Arts that caused an uproar across the country these past few days. Suho thinks, due to the numerous casualties, this incident became a hot topic in many ways. The discovery of mist burns, monsters that could infect even hunters and turn them into monsters. The Hunters Association's delayed response to the incident, even though it happened in the middle of the city. And when the hunters arrived, a mystery reminded. All the mist burns in the university were dead due to something unknown. In the TV, someone tells, "The people who became monsters suddenly burst and exploded in front of me." So, Suho switches off the TV. And he checks himself and says, as expected, "My awakening wasn't a dream." Moreover, an awakener who gets stronger as he levels up, and status window pops up. Name, Sung Suho. Level, 5. Class, None. Title, None. Fatigue, 0. HP 140. MP 14. Strength, 22. Agility, Sense, Health, Intelligence, are all 14. Available points, 0. Passive skills, none. Active skills, Ruler's Authority level 1. Suho talks to himself. "By the way, I thought I was cut by a C-rank awakened mistburn. How did I survive that?" Suddenly a voice comes in and says, "That's because I, Beru, gotten rid of those trash." Suho gets confused, and looks down and sees a shadow on the ground. It says, "Long time no see, young monarch," and it cries out and says, "Young monarch, when did you grow up so wonderfully? I can't help but feel overwhelmed with emotions." Suho suddenly remembers. It's like gathering scattered pieces. His memories came flooding back, and thinks, "I know this ant. When I was young, he was one of the dark creatures that stayed with me. Why did I forgot him until now?" And Beru says, "I, Beru, have crossed dimensions to meet the young monarch." Suho thinks, "And why did I live with those dark creatures when I was young? I have so many things I'm curious about." And Suho asks, "More than anything, from what I remember, I don't think you were this small." Beru tells, "This is an effect of consuming a lot of mana while crossing dimensions. I'm usually dashing and menacing." Suho tells, "The system window says you're a private grade." Beru gets mad and shouts at system to treat this martial grade Beru as a private, "You system bastard." Suho gets up and asks, "Anyways, I got all better because of you too, right?" Beru laughs and says, "I may not look like it, but I'm a skilled healer. My goal for coming here was to release your seal, but I didn't expect you'd unseal yourself." I, Beru, am impressed. Suho confusedly asks, "Seal, is that seal related to the dream I had?" Beru tells, "You may think it's a dream, but it's all things you actually experienced. You're much stronger than when you fought me. Even though the great shadow monarch Sung Jinwoo sealed your powers along with your memories, wishing a normal life for you." Suho gets shocked hearing his father name and asks, "My dad, as I thought. You were related to my dad, who left home." Beru tells, "He didn't leave home, he went to outer space." He asks, "Outer space? What does that mean now?" Beru tells, "To put it simply, the great shadow monarch Sung Jinwoo left for outer space and is at war with invaders who are trying to take over the world." He exclaims, "My father is protecting the world." Beru says, "Yes, from Itaram, gods of outer space. Itaram are sending their apostles and invading our world." While on my way to meet the young monarch, I, Beru, also tore apart countless enemies. The fact that gates and monsters are appearing on Earth must have been this war's influence too. Suho asks, "Then, did mother go with him?" Beru gets confused and says, "No." Suho says, "She went missing on the day my father disappeared too. So I thought they'd be together." Beru gets panics hearing that and sweats, and shouts, "Miss Heian is missing. Itaram. The apostles of Itaram on Earth must have dug an evil trap." Suho says, "Is it because of those bastards called Itaram that my parents can't return?" Beru asks, "Does the young monarch wish to meet them?" He says with shaky voice, "Of course, I've been alone for so many years." Beru tells, "Then, there is only one way. The Lord won't be able to come to Earth for a while due to the war. but the young monarch can find and rescue Miss Heian after he gets stronger. He tells while showing the a black key, "Let's level up," and a notice comes, "A quest has arrived, quest, Trial of the Shadow. You are the son of the great Shadow Monarch. However, at the moment, your innate talents have been completely sealed. In order to bear that great power, you will have to prove your worth. Enter the Shadow Dungeon and prove you worth. Item, Shadow Dungeon Key. Party, none. Type, this is the key for entering the Shadow Dungeon. It can be used on Sung Suho's shadow." Beru also tells, "Stick that key into your shadow." Suho does as he told, and puts the key in his shadow and flips. Suddenly a black color gate appears in front of him. Beru says, "Go ahead, enter and take all the power that should have belonged to you, young monarch." He thinks, "I still can't believe it, outer space, the war with gods, or the Shadow Monarch. They're all nothing but nonsense, but still, if I can meet them again by getting stronger, I'll level up all I can." Beru sees Suho's expression and thinks, "My king." Jinwoo tells him, "Beru, go to Earth and release Suho's seal." Beru asks, "Do you mean the young monarch's seal?" He says, "Yeah, Itarim's invasion may have spread to Earth. Return Suho's sealed powers and memories, and protect Earth yourself. For the rest, I allow you to act at your discretion depending on the situation." Beru thinks, "My discretion, if he's leaving the rest to my own judgment, I, Beru, shall remain at the young monarch's side and watch over his growth." And they both enter the gate, and the gate vanishes into thin air, and Beru explains, "This place is the land of the dead, where the living can't step foot inside without the master's permission, the Shadow Dungeon." Suho comes out the gate and sees a destroyed area, and buildings collapsed, car crashes, totally a ruined place. Our video ends here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.